GIF is an environmental non-profit organization established in 2006 and is dedicated to mainstreaming sustainable development in Seychelles. And this means that we make sure that tourism and fisheries, which are the main economic sectors, operate in a manner that do no harm to the environment. And also we ensure that these activities also benefit the environment. And to enable to do this, GIF established partnership with Islands Resort, fishermen and University of Seychelles. Fregate has a long conservation history on the terrestrial environment, but there was no study on the marine environment. To address this lack of knowledge, a partnership between Fregate Island, Green Islands Foundation and the Blue Economy Research Institute was established with the purpose to undertake coral reef biodiversity assessment and initiate a long-term marine monitoring program around the island. And this is to assess the status and trends of the coral reef around the island for its conservation and management, and assist the resort in their marketing strategy and promotion. GIF for the project implementation and management, for the field team coordination, for data management and analysis. Fregate Private Island provides room and board, is responsible for all the logistics in terms of transportation from and to the island, boating for scanning and infrastructure for diving. They provide tanks, weight, medic first aid, oxygen. And also the Deputy Conservation Manager and her team of volunteers participate to the scientific data collection. The Blue Economy Research Institute supports GIF with establishing the long-term marine monitoring, participates in data collection, advises on the protocol and data analysis, supervises university student project, and leads on the educational component of the project. Blue Nomads.org is the consultant on the photogrammetric underwater surveys. They produce 3D bathymetry and habitat maps. We have also received help from GVI and MCSS staff during the surveys. And Blancpain Ocean Commitment co-financed the photogrammetry surveys, and obviously SECAT is a partner as a funder of the project. The first assessment was done in 2018 before the project started. In this project there are several components. The first one is the underwater surveys, and we survey six sites around Fregate and Little Fregate, and we survey twice a year, and we are going to do it for 2 years. So the survey team is composed by GIF, UNICEF, Fregate and other partner organizations. We conduct different surveys. The coral and benthic cover to understand the percentage of coral coverage, the status of the coral reef health and how it is changing over time, detecting any severe declines. Coral recruitment to understand the recovery process of the reef and to predict how coral communities may change in the future. Coral reef fish and commercially important fish to assess the abundance of diversity and density. Invertebrates to assess the abundance, diversity and density of bioindicator species of the health and condition of coral reef, and of species which are under fishing pressure. We assess the rugosity of the coral reef to understand the structural complexity of the reef surface. Another type of surveys is the Baited Remote Underwater Video Station, or BRUVS. We survey 20 sites, 10 shallow and 10 deep, every 6 months for 2 years. And this allowed to collect data on diverse species, especially the large species like sharks, for example, and that may be missed during the fish belt transit because we don't need to send underwater divers. A bachelor student from University of Seychelles Environmental Science, under the supervision of Eunice Berry lecturer, participated in data collection and analyzed them for her final year project. And then the mapping. In November 2019, Blue Nomads scanned 700 hectares of seabed for the hydrographic surveys. They surveyed 9 sites in total, including 200 meters wide belt around the island, and also they surveyed the marine survey site. The survey was comprised of several work items like bathymetry, acoustic image, geographical habitat mapping, photogrammetry, and biophysical habitat mapping. And then one of the most important components, the education. Workshop will be organized on La Digue to highlight the importance of coral reef and raise awareness of the threats to the coral reef, both nationally and globally. First of all, the partnerships. Each partner comes with different expertise. Then the commitment from Fregate Island to have such a project at their island. Fregate has for a long time recognized that knowledge of its environment is at the center of its tourism product. And then the educational component through the involvement of Eunice students and school children at a later stage ensure that the future generation can contribute in the long run in protecting the marine ecosystem that is under serious threat now from the climate change. The research will produce reports and maps on the state of the coral reef around Fregate Island. So this means that we will have more knowledge about the status of the coral reef around Fregate. Public awareness of the threat that coral reef and marine conservation are facing will be enhanced using state-of-the-art technologies such as 3D virtual reef mosaic. And by compiling all the research outlined in this project, we aim to provide supplementary information available for the marine spatial planning process in the Seychelles.